Dear students, welcome to virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. I am Sreekumar. The class is for 6th standard students. Subject is mathematics. Let us begin the class.
Dear students, we are in the last chapter of the academic year. Chapter number 18, three-dimensional shapes. The concept of three-dimensional shape is not new for you. Last year you studied about patterns. In that chapter you came across making nets to convert that into three-dimensional figures or shapes. For example, this particular net can be folded in such a way that we can convert that into a cuboid. The same way you studied about cube also. So you have an idea about what is the concept of three-dimensional shape, and this year you will be familiarizing yourself with more such figures. That's all in this video, that's all in this chapter. So let us recall, cuboids are otherwise called rectangular prisms. This particular net which is shown can be converted into by a cuboid or rectangular prism by folding it properly. I can fold it over here the same way I can fold each and other part of it and slowly get it converted into a rectangular prism. This is what is one thing you should recollect now, and this shape which is formed out of this is named as cuboid. And another term used along with this, prism. What is this prism all about? Prism is such a three-dimensional figure having top and bottom same in its shape, and as well as the sides are flat. That is the basic concept of prism. So that is applicable here. That's why it is also named as a rectangular prism. I will be making you familiarize with some more three-dimensional cubes you have studied last year. Cubes also has its own net formation. If you fold this particular net properly, you can convert that into a cube. The most common cube is our dice which we use for playing. And also you studied about the faces, edges and vertices of such figures last year. For example, we know that as far as a cube is concerned, just to remind you, 6 faces are there. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these will become 6 faces of this. That is why 6 numbers are there on our dice. We know that. Also, we know that if you think about vertices, well, these corners 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 which is invisible. Thus 8 vertices are there. And then the concept of edges are there. Edges are the meeting point of 2 faces. So if you count that 1, 2, 3, 4, the same way bottom 5, 6, 7, 8 of these 2 are invisible. Then there are vertical edges 1, 2, 3 and 4. So there are 12. I also remember that you had learned about Euler's formula at that time, and you found that if you add faces with vertices, f plus v, we made it like that, is equal to edges plus 2. This was the formula, and this much you know from your previous year, that is class 5. And faces, vertices, edges, and the concept of net and concept of 3 dimension, where you will be having length, breadth and the 3rd dimension. Okay, let us learn about certain other figures under the concept of 3-dimensional shapes. Here is another net which can be properly folded and can be converted into triangular prism. When we say triangular prism, triangle, you know, that looks like this, and triangulum prism will be having top and bottom triangular and sides flat. So we need to fold this. So while folding, we should take care that we are folding it in such a way that this edge will come in contact with this edge, and thereby three sides will be formed, or three faces will be formed. This will become bottom and this will become top. So after folding, it appears like this. So this is a triangular prism because it is triangle on top and bottom and sides are flat. So this is a three-dimensional figure. Name is triangular prism. Here also we can just discuss about how many edges are there. 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, 3 vertical, 9 edges are there. How many vertices are there? You can count that it is equal to 3 on the top here and 3 vertices here, correct? And we also can count the number of faces, 1 up, 1 here, and 3 flat surfaces. That means 3 plus 2, 5 are there. Like that we will study about three-dimensional shapes. Here is another concept of three-dimensional structure. You are having a rectangular and flat piece of paper or cloth, and I'm going to roll it to make a pipe and fix both up and down with this disc shaped circular disc. So how it will work out, I'm just trying to make cylinder for you. Cylinders, which is, they are three-dimensional figures having circular face on top and bottom and curved surface in between. So if you fold this, and it will remain like this. Inside it is empty now, and we will put the lid over here and will close below. It becomes a cylinder now. It has got a curved surface. It has got a circular face here, and it is circular top and a circular bottom, and it has got its edge over here. You can call it as edge of the cylinder. All these terms are applicable for cylinders, and it is again a three-dimensional shape. Let us go ahead to deal with another what we say three-dimensional shape. What you can see over here is another net, and this three-dimensional shape is of a pyramid. What is a pyramid? Pyramid will be having a particularity that it is a net of a pyramid, and it is a quadrangular pyramid is the term used. I will write it over here. I will explain it to you. Quad is having a meaning 4. Quadrangular means having 4 angles. Where are the 4 angles? So these are the 4 angles supposed to be. So and it is a pyramid. We have to fold it properly in order to get, and the pyramid will be having a top or an apex where you will be seeing that it will be pointed, and all the sides will be meeting there. That means common vertex will be there, a common apex will be there. It will be pointed like a needle. These are peculiarities of pyramid. This is a quadrangular pyramid because the base of the pyramid is having a 4-angled structure. 4 sides are there. So if I fold it according to the instruction, then it will appear like this. The base is still remaining 4-sided, right? And there is an apex, common point, needle tip. These are peculiarity of a pyramid. It can be a pyramid having a triangle on its base, then naturally it will be named as a triangular pyramid. See, here it is. This is a triangle. You can convert this triangle into a pyramid. Peculiarity, the base must be triangular and all other sides should meet. Its common apex should be there, common point of meeting should be there. Then it becomes a triangular pyramid like this. So now you are familiar with cuboid, a three-dimensional figure, cube, another three-dimensional figure, cylinder, a three-dimensional figure. Then you studied about triangular prism, correct? Then you also just now you understood the concept of pyramid, where you studied about quadrangular pyramid, then triangular pyramid. My dear students, the purpose of the video and the chapter is just to make you familiarize with these different types of three-dimensional figures. Let us go ahead. Continue with three-dimensional shapes, and this is a circular disc-like figure, and we are going to convert this into something like a clown's cap. You know clown's cap, how it looks like. There will be design on it. If I have to make this clown's cap, I will draw some design on this, and this will become clown's cap. Okay, so how is this? This is a circular disc, and I just folded it from here by cutting in the middle and folded it and pasted to convert this into a cone. The structure is named as cone, having a common apex. Cones are familiar to you because with the ice cream cone is the most common thing, and it is looks like clown's cap also. Tip of the cone again named as apex, and this is its curved surface. Cylinder had a curved surface, now cone is having a curved surface, and it is having a circular face here. Circular face, curved surface, apex are part of cone, and if you think about the edge of it, it is a circular edge here. Circular edge was there in the case of cylinder also. So circular edge, circular face, curved surface, apex are part of this cone, which is a three-dimensional figure. It takes length, breadth and depth also. It has got its own space in the air which it consumes or occupies. So my dear students, the attempt is to make you familiar with the common three-dimensional structures around us, and which are having its own importance in study of mathematics. Let me go ahead. These are cones. This is the final figure that you have to understand, which is named as spheres. Spheres are balls. I don't want to tell you much about it. And it has got a pure curved surface. We cannot find any apex or edge or faces, only a curved surface it is. It does not have any vertices, no edges. Such a figure, and it is sphere is the most common thing is a ball, and which is also we also have a concept that laddu is spherical shape, shot put is spherical shape, and our mother earth is also having spherical shape. We know that when look from outside, all those planets and all we consider as spherical in their shape. So my dear students, we came across different types of three-dimensional shapes, and I would like to repeat. The first one was cuboid, second one was cube, third you studied about the cuboid, which you studied at the first, also named as rectangular prism, right? Another name also coined with it. And then you studied about cylinder, where you understood that cylinder is having its own what we say curved surface, top and bottom circular faces are there, and the circular faces are having circular edge also. These are the main part of it. Then you studied about pyramids. Under that you studied about one type of pyramid which named as quadrangular. Quad means having four sides. These 4 sides are of its base. Pyramid is having a peculiarity that it will have a common vertex, common apex, and compared to prism will be having the same shape on the top. The bottom and top will be of same shape, but that of a pyramid, you will be having bottom a particular shape of which the name is quadrangular. Pyramid is having a vertex on the other top. And you also studied about triangular pyramid. You studied or understood what is it. Then the most interesting, cone having a circular edge, circular flat face at the bottom, curved face and a apex. And the next figure you studied about is spheres, simply like balls having only one curved surface. My dear students, there won't be any more situation where you will be made familiar with three-dimensional shapes. Instead, you will be going ahead to learn about how to find out the surface area and volume of these kind of figures in class 7 and 8. So the concept of the shapes of three-dimensional objects mentioned in your textbook, you should be thorough with. And the naming of these kind of three-dimensional figures are also having its own peculiarity. We could find out the pyramid quadrangular when there is a 4-sided base, and it is triangular pyramid if there is 3 sides, and if there is 5, what will be the name? You see, tri is having, bi means 2, mono means 1. I will just explain to you here. Mono means 1, bi means 2, tri means 3, tetra means 4. Tetra is having a meaning 4, and here you can see quadrangular. Quad is also having a concept like that. Then afterwards 5 will be penta and 6 will be hexa. This much minimum you should be familiar with. There are septa, octa, that way it goes. So at least up to 6 you should be very familiar. For 10 you will be having deca. That's why decimal is having a spelling starting with DEC. So coming back this way, we can name. So quadrangular will become next it will be pentagonal, can be hexagonal. In that way it goes up according to the size. One question is there in your textbook regarding this, writing the faces, vertices and edges. Only one question is this, so I am not solving it because you will not get a chance to apply your common sense to answer it. Cylinder, cone, pentagonal pyramid, as I told you, 5-sided. Hexagonal pyramid, which is 6-sided. Hexagonal prism, very good. Here the top and bottom are of same size and shape, so it became prism. Here there is an apex, so it is a pyramid. Here it is a prism. Pentagonal prism means both up and down, top and bottom is of a pentagon. Pentagon is a regular figure having 5 sides. So my dear students, these are something very fundamental related to shapes in mathematics. 3-dimensional shapes in mathematics, or shapes which you will be studying about its surface area, volume and other things related to this in higher classes. So please be very thorough with. And thereby I am coming to the end of this video, as well as the last chapter of your textbook, and I will be giving you some revision videos hereafter, which will be mainly helping you or trying to make you understand the basic concept once again, and we'll be adding a few questions and question set and some method of answering in your video. So you should go through the videos again and again, so there will be addition in its description that will be very helpful to you. Thank you.
Now click on the subscription button below to subscribe the channel, then the bell button to get the notifications of the new videos. Thank you.